Hey, got a couple of cool things to show you. They're both related to Carestream Dental Imaging version 8 client server. This is the latest versions of our imaging software. The first thing that I want to show you is the auto update function. So now on the later versions of the software, for those of you guys who like to stay up to date, the software will automatically notify you when an update is available. So when you launch the imaging software, you should see this screen right here. It has a what's new, and if you click on this, it'll launch a web page that lets you know all of the new stuff that comes with that version of the software. You can choose to install or not install. You can click on OK and just continue on with your day and not do anything. Or if you want to update the software, we only need to do that on the server version of the imaging software. So that is sometimes it's the CBCT acquisition computer, sometimes it's the server itself, or like a main computer. We only need to do that on the computer that we have set up as the imaging server for the computer, or for the imaging software in the office. Right here it shows you if you wanted to install the update, we're going to go down to the system tray. So that's right down here in the lower right corner. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. We're going to find our little Carestream Dental icon, and we can see by this red dot that there is an update available. So I'm going to click on that. That'll launch our monitor. Again, we want to make sure that we have CSI server on the monitor to ensure that we're on the server version of the imaging software. Down here, we can see a new version of CS Imaging 8 Suite is available, and then it has a button for Update Now. So you just click on that button. It'll download the imaging software. You can run that imaging software right over the top of what you've got. Just make sure that the imaging software is closed, and then you'll have the new version. At that point, it will push the update out to all of the workstations, or the clients, what they're called, the workstations in the office. It'll push out the update. And the next time you run the imaging software on those workstations, it'll give a notice saying, hey, you need to update to the latest version. You click on OK, and it will update every single one of those computers for you automatically. So just make sure that you leave yourself a few minutes for that to happen when you decide to update. OK? The next thing is I get calls often from customers saying, hey, Dan, I got a new computer. I need to install the imaging software on it. What's the easiest way? Usually it takes me just a couple of minutes to run them through how to do that, or I take care of it for them myself. But really the easiest way to do that is just to go to carestreamdental.com/appointment, and that's appointment singular, and then go to CS Imaging Installation Appointment. From there, it will give you a couple more options and then a calendar to choose which day you want that installation to take place. So sometimes those dates, not all of them, are perfectly accommodating to you, or for whatever reason, you may just want to do that installation yourself, which is also very easy to do. So in order to do that, again, we need to identify which computer is the imaging server. Again, that might be the CBCT acquisition computer, it might be the server itself, or some other main computer in the office. And then we need to identify what the IP address is for that computer. Once you do, you can open up any web browser, and this is whatever program that you use to look at the internet. And then in the address bar, we're going to type in that IP address, okay? And then hit enter, and it'll take you to this screen. That is assuming that there isn't anything in the way. Maybe there's permissions, maybe there's a firewall, something that's blocking the communication. But as long as we type in that IP address, we should be brought to this screen right here where it allows you to download the imaging software. So you just click on the download. When you see that complete the download, in the downloads folder, you're going to just run that application. Run it right over the top. It'll install and then connect directly to the patient data. So it's couldn't be simpler than that. We even have the CS3D imaging software that you can install on any of the workstations in the office in the same way. So there's a couple of different ways. We can go to carestreamdental.com/appointment, or type in the IP address for the imaging server on the new computer, and then download and install the imaging software. If you're of course on that new computer, if you are going to be acquiring images, you're going to need the relevant drivers for those, be that, Carestream Dental RVG sensor drivers, which can be received from the Carestream Dental website as well, from our support page. And then, or the, intraoral camera drivers, those types of things as well. But I hope this makes life a little bit easier for you. It certainly has for me. And I hope you have a great day.